Right now, restoring bargaining rights for some public sector workers. What parts of Act 10 were struck down by a Dane County judge.
And a former state Supreme Court justice has died, remembering the life and controversial legacy of David Prosser.
Also, there's been a recent rise in foodborne illnesses, what experts say you can do to avoid getting sick. We welcome you to News 3 Now at 6.
A decision 13 years in the making. More than a decade after Act 10 was passed, a Dane County judge ruled today to strike down that law.
Now we have full team coverage of the decision. We begin with our political reporter, Will Keneally, for what exactly was struck down. Will?
Well, this was a major collective bargaining law that drew hundreds of thousands of protesters to the state capitol. Now, it prevented many public sector unions from negotiating things like benefits and capped the raises that they could fight for to the increase of inflation. Now, the law created two categories of public employees, general employees as well as public safety employees. Now, the general employees could only negotiate for that raise to inflation. Now, the judge ruled that creating that separation there, that was unconstitutional, failed a rational basis test, and was therefore unconstitutional. Now, the law will almost certainly be appealed to the Wisconsin Supreme Court. We asked conservative attorney Rick Essenberg about what that appeal will look like on a court controlled by liberal justices.
Given what they've done in some other cases, you might conclude that the current majority will also depart from the way that these questions have traditionally been handled. But I don't know that. Judges will surprise you.
Now, the Dane County decision was welcomed by the unions. The president of one of the unions covering state workers tells us that, quote, having full collective bargaining rights means that we will again have the voice on our job to improve our workplace and make sure that Wisconsin is a safe place for everyone. Now, you may remember this case actually making news back in July. The judge tipped his hand a little bit in this case in that July ruling. Now, today's decision is the one that carries the full weight.
Will, thank you. Now, back in 2011, the fight over Act 10 really drew national attention. Tens of thousands of government employees were filling the Capitol in opposition to that bill.
But even more public workers were fighting Act 10 from outside the State House. Our Braden Ross sat down with one of them today. Braden?
Yeah, Keith Hurlburt wasn't in a union at the time, but he was a public employee serving as Iowa County's emergency management director. Before that, though, he worked for the Iowa County Sheriff's Department. He says union benefits were one of the big things that drew him to that job. And he says when rumblings of Act 10 first started, it felt like an attack on all public employees.
As a public employee, you felt like you were being attacked, and you were being made to look like you were some big major burden on the taxpayer, which we definitely were an expense to the local governments and to the state governments. But we also performed services that we received for that compensation.
Now, Hurlburt says he watched the impacts of Act 10 on his colleagues and friends. Less benefits and lower take-home pay were just the big ones. Now, coming up tonight at 10, hear his reaction to today's news and what he hopes we can learn from Act 10 moving forward.
We will see you at 10, Braden. Thank you. A little light snow to start this Monday, and there's a chance for more flurries over the next couple days.
Alex lets us know we could see that snowfall and some swings in temperatures, Alex.
Yep, get ready for swings in temperatures over the course of the next 10 days and little bouts of snow. Not looking at any big snows. This morning's little bit of snow that we have just behind me, just a little bit on the leaves out there, but the snow outside, it doesn't really compare to the cold that we've been experiencing. I call this deceptively cold because it's been sunny for parts of the past couple days, but temperatures so below normal. High temperatures on Tuesday, a little warmer, but still 10 degrees below normal. Then we inch up to near normal on Wednesday before another polar cold front swings through southern Wisconsin. Temperatures drop quickly, but then we're back up into the 40s by the upcoming weekend. So get ready for that roller coaster ride of temperatures. Right now, we got Future Track showing us where those temperatures are going to be when we wake up Tuesday morning. In the teens, we'll warm up, as I just showed, to upper 20s across all of southern Wisconsin. But look as we go into Wednesday morning, temperatures in the mid-20s to start the day. So where we're at right now with temperatures, that will be the low temperatures to start Wednesday before we warm up into the upper 30s, and then they're crashing polar cold front will be coming through during Wednesday afternoon. Just mentioned temperatures Wednesday morning, the lows, that's where we are right now across southern Wisconsin, even here in Dane County, mid to upper 20s. Those low temperatures Wednesday morning will be warm compared to what we're going to be experiencing by the time we get into Thursday. Right now, though, planning the rest of the evening, temperatures in the lower 20s. And coming up here in just a little bit, we're going to show how those temperatures crash on Wednesday and the wind chills that we'll expect Thursday morning.
All right, Alex, thank you. Speaking of crash, we have some breaking news. A live look on the Beltline right now as we look in the area of Todd Drive. We believe this is westbound Beltline that's all backed up here at that Todd Drive exit. It is a mess right now. The ramp on the westbound lane is closed due to the crash. Police have yet to release any information. If there are any injuries, we'll continue to update it online and on air as well at channel3000.com.
Former Wisconsin Assembly Speaker and State Supreme Court Justice David Prosser died on Sunday after a months-long battle with cancer.
Our Maddie Heimsch is here now with a look back at Prosser's time in the Wisconsin legislature and memories from those who served alongside him. Maddie?
So Prosser served 18 years in the Assembly, the last 2 of which he served as Speaker, and then another 18 on the state's High Court. During his time in legislature, he pushed to provide funding for the Milwaukee Brewers Stadium, at the time called Miller Park. Those who served alongside Prosser say he had a reputation for taking his research seriously and for reaching across the aisle.
Whether he was in the Assembly or on the Supreme Court, he was oftentimes the last light on in the building. Up at the state capitol, but he did that because he wanted to be scholarly, wanted to do the research himself, wanted to understand the issues himself, and I think part of that allowed him to be a more effective legislator than most.
Prosser was involved in notable political battles, just barely winning re-election to the court in 2011 amid the implementation of Act 10, and just months after he was involved in a physical altercation with Justice Ann Walsh Bradley during a heated discussion about that ruling. Just last year, during his retirement, Prosser was tapped by Republican Assembly Speaker Robin Vos to advise him on whether Justice Janet Protasewicz could be impeached. Prosser advised against impeachment, and Vos ultimately did not pursue it. Prosser grew up in Appleton, was a graduate of UW-Madison's law school. The law library was named after him just before his retirement in 2016. It held his name until this past summer when the state's Supreme Court named it after the state's first woman lawyer, Lavinia Goodall.
Maddie, thank you. In recent months, we have seen a string of foodborne illnesses in both meats and vegetables, some leading to several Wisconsinites getting sick.
Our Jalen Banks spoke with experts to find the answers as to why it's happening and ways you can stay safe. Jalen, what did you learn?
Susan and Eric, we've seen E. coli, salmonella, and listeria outbreaks in the second half of this year. And as much as it's on businesses and manufacturers, we share responsibility in the outbreaks as well. Just in the last few months, we've seen an E. coli outbreak in beef out of Michigan, an E. coli outbreak in onions from McDonald's, and a salmonella outbreak in cucumbers that left 3 Wisconsinites sick. E. coli and salmonella symptoms are similar, so it's vital to be proactive rather than reactive with our food safety.
One of the things is a lot of people come in and they want antibiotics when they have an infection like this. In the end, in most cases, antibiotics are not really going to do much for you for with these types of illnesses. So prevention is the key. Wash your hands, wash the food you eat.
And speaking with one UW-Madison food regulation expert, the safety of our food falls on both consumers and provider.
We're losing track of the fact that we do need to cook things. And then when it comes to the fresh produce, that really is probably going to go back down to, once again, agricultural practices. But they still need to do another part, which is making sure that they don't have any runoff from nearby farms and that they are checking the quality of the water.
And as we inch closer to the start of a second Trump term, Secretary of Health appointee Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has been critical of agencies that oversee food regulation. In a post on X in October, Kennedy said, "The FDA's war on public health is about to end." He goes on to say in the post, "If you work for the FDA and the corrupt system, I have 2 messages for you. 1, preserve your records, and 2, pack your bags." These potential deregulatory practices is a cause of concern for Glass.
So reducing federal mandated inspections and federally funded research is concerning to me. Also, more of the public health burden will fall to the states, such as Wisconsin, and we may not have the infrastructure to keep up.
Now, in the coming months and years, this will be something to keep an eye on. But in the meantime, again, wash your hands, preserve and clean your fruit properly. Those are the best ways to stay safe.
Jalen, thank you. A local bookstore changing ownership next year. Today, Joanne Berg announced the sale of her independent shop, Mystery to Me. In 2013, she retired from UW-Madison and bought the inventory and bookshelves from Booked for Murder and moved everything to Monroe Street. Berg is now selling the establishment to two of her employees, Hannah Davidson and Hillary Berg. The pair have been with the store for a combined 7 years.
Part of the reason we've loved working here for so long is independent bookstores are really a place where you get to talk to individual people about books. It's not an algorithm. It's not a big store where you're not really interacting with the customers necessarily. We really get to know people here, and we get to know what they like to read. And it's like a real joy to get to connect with people like that. So we're excited to keep it going.
And the transition of ownership is planned for early next year.
After the break at 6, experts offer tips to keep your pets safe during the holidays.
Plus, snow causing problems for residents across the Great Lakes region. The millions of people digging themselves out as the snowfall piles up.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6. Brought to you by Gruber Law Offices.
A truck crash can be life-changing. If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. We have a powerful team with the knowledge, resources, and history of results you'll need. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Trapped with the in-laws this holiday season?
Did you hear the owl?
Escape to any of our 2,600 locations with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Also bring a friend for free and get access to the Black Card Spa. Just $1 down, $24.99 a month. Deal ends Friday, December 6th.
Refresh your space during Dutch Boy Days with help from Menards. Dutch Boy DuraClean is an interior paint and primer in one with Stay Clean technology, so your home stays beautiful longer. A gallon starts at $19.98 after $4 rebate. Dutch Boy Forever Interior Paint and Primer offers powerhouse protection with its stain-blocking, odor-reducing technologies. Get a gallon starting at $31.96 after $5 rebate now at Menards.
Morning season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Trapped with the in-laws this holiday season?
Did you hear the owl?
Escape to any of our 2,600 locations with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Also bring a friend for free and get access to the Black Card Spa. Just $1 down, $24.99 a month. Deal ends Friday, December 6th.
Start your new day with the News 3 Now This Morning team, bringing you local breaking news, exploring all that makes our area special, and letting you know what to expect when you head out the door. The Emmy Award-winning News 3 Now This Morning, weekdays. You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. The first big lake effect snowstorm of the season dumped 2 to 5 feet of snowfall over Buffalo, New York's southern suburbs.
While millions of others spent their Sunday digging out in Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. In Dunkirk, New York, the massive dig out was still underway today, even as people braced for more snow. Forecasters say the lake effect snow will continue through tomorrow evening. Some places near Lake Erie could actually get another foot.
No thanks. Oh, with the holiday season approaching, it's here now. It's important to remember the health risks associated with pets, including them in your holiday feasts. According to the nationwide database of insured pets, last year, chocolate toxicity made up 19% of claims submitted in December, with a 140% spike in the final 2 weeks. The company also saw a rise in claims of alcohol toxicity, with an estimated treatment cost of nearly $1,000. Pancreatitis, another common problem due to feeding animals fatty foods like ham, turkey skin, and gravy. Experts say if you do want to indulge your pet in the holiday season, feed them small samplings of things like apples, green beans, white turkey meat, and carrots.
When we come back, Alex will tell us a little bit about a roller coaster in temperatures coming for southern Wisconsin.
And buying gifts for the holidays, what trends are being seen as consumers start spending on family members. That's next at 6.
Save big
big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture
at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Think all Medicare plans are the same? Think again. A Medicare Advantage plan from Dean Health Plan gives you the benefits you need with premiums as low as $0 a month. Medical, hospital, and prescription drug coverage comes with $0 copays for primary care doctor visits. And extra benefits can help you save even more. Get preventive and comprehensive dental, $250 for eyewear, and $750 for hearing aids. Plus, you can save on over-the-counter health and wellness items. All this and free fitness memberships at more than 25,000 locations. Call 1-888-296-4080 today to get your free Dean Health Plan Medicare Advantage Guide. That's 1-888-296-4080. Dean Health Plan. Right here with you.
The holidays and Chevy Silverado and off-road adventure and towing with confidence and tech you can count on. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet. Qualified lessees can get this 2024 Silverado for around $449 a month. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Dashing has been very helpful for me. Definitely brought me a significant amount of extra income and allowed me to comfortably pay my bills and live a lifestyle and get out and have some fun. Portable benefits will be great. It will allow me to afford health care, dental insurance, and vision insurance. That's great because, as you can see, I wear glasses. I will need to get more eye exams because I'm getting up there in age. I love the freedom and flexibility of Dashing, and portable benefits will give me an additional peace of mind.
Save big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture
at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. Of course, it is Cyber Monday, a day where many are searching the internet for the best deals.
Between today and Black Friday, sales are at an all-time high, and our Merrill Hubbard is out at Hilldale Mall to see how shoppers are spending this holiday season.
Nationwide, online-only sales were up by 10% this Black Friday, totaling $10.8 billion. And experts say Cyber Monday is projected to follow.
Projections are to see maybe another 12 to 13 billion in sales today.
Cliff Robb is a professor of consumer science at UW-Madison. He explains that online shopping is becoming more popular with the search for discounts available at our fingertips.
So we're seeing those consumers be a little bit more, I think, price sensitive, be a little bit more savvy, and they're looking for those real discounts.
Stuff here is crazy expensive, which is why I think we see a rise in people maybe preferring to go online.
Whether it's online or in-store, part of the holiday shopping is budgeting, and that can vary depending on people's perception of the economy.
You definitely feel the inflation a little bit, but it's not much different.
Pimple patches were like $20, and I was like, man, I'm just a teenage girl struggling with acne like all the rest of us.
How people feel about the economy and inflation give an indication of how they're going to spend. Even with the current inflation,
consumers are more positive around the economy than they were a year ago. But they're still in what we would consider to be kind of more average sentiment territories. They're not extremely positive, they're not extremely negative, they're a little bit more balanced.
The Consumer Sentiment Index shows that buyer confidence has been steadily increasing since 2022. But Professor Robb says we are entering a year of economic uncertainty.
The next president's going to put in some tariffs. How those tariffs might impact consumer good prices is really questionable.
That uncertain future can cause people to make different money decisions right now.
So there may be some mindset around making sure that people are getting items purchased now relative to in the future when we don't know what those items might cost.
Reporting in Madison, Merrill Hubbard, News 3 Now.
Well, it's going to be a cold week ahead. Temperatures are really swinging up and down. Now, look at that graphic. That says it all.
Alex has the latest for us.
It makes me dizzy a little bit, too, so buckle up. Southern Wisconsin, we have temperatures that are going to go up to 36 by the time we get to Wednesday, down to 22 by Thursday, and then up to 45 by the time we get to Sunday, and then things level out a little bit closer to normal as we go out into next week. But will we have any precipitation with these temperature swings, like the dusting of snow that Bill sends us here with this nice sunrise? We do have some precipitation chances in the forecast with the polar cold front coming through Wednesday afternoon. That Arctic air invades southern Wisconsin by the time we get into Thursday, and as I mentioned, 40s this upcoming weekend. Those are the three things you got to get out of the forecast. Let's plan tonight. Temperatures getting down to around 22 when you join us for our 10 o'clock newscast. So a bit on the chilly side, but staying in the upper teens tonight. So there's a couple of degrees of improvement tonight compared to this past weekend where we saw temperatures as cold as the lower teens to single digits in some areas of southern Wisconsin. As we go on into Tuesday, we'll end up being a little bit warmer too. We've made some progress. 26 right now in Madison. The winds are not quite as strong, so the wind chill is not quite as bitter as it was over the weekend. Upper 20s, we got a 27 in Middleton, 27 to the north in Waunakee. Down the road on 14 in Oregon, 25 degrees. Out to the west here, we'll go on 14 to the west. We'll do 23 in Boscobel. Moving to the east, 24 in Lone Rock, 27 to the north, up towards Marquette and Green Lake counties. In Janesville, the temperatures really slipped to 19 degrees already. Again, if you have clear skies, any heat goes right out to space. Starting off in the upper teens to right around 20 Tuesday morning. Then the temperatures rise into the upper 20s Tuesday afternoon. As we go into Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, look at this. Temperatures in the middle 20s. These temperatures are where we're at basically right now. And these are going to be our low temperatures Wednesday morning, out ahead of the cold front that allows our temperatures to get up briefly into the 30s. And then you saw things swing right through here. We're already in the teens by Wednesday at 10 o'clock and waking up Thursday morning in the lower teens. So we're back down into those lower teens. The wind chill values, I said in our 5 o'clock newscast and during first weather, here it is. We'll see temperatures in the lower single digits, below zero to wake up to Thursday morning. So you're going to need to bundle up big time as we head into Thursday. What about precipitation? Not a whole lot. This weather system, few snow showers that may impact visibility is briefly during the Wednesday rush hour, but it comes through very quickly Wednesday evening and it's out of here by Thursday at midnight. Amounts little to much, maybe a dusting at most as that polar cold front comes through. And these polar cold fronts typically don't have a lot of moisture with them, but how about this? We swing back to 36 on Saturday. We swing up to 45 on Sunday with maybe a shower in the forecast. And next week right now, temperatures back to near normal, so less in the swings in temperatures and maybe some snow or a mix of rain and snow next Wednesday.
And still ahead in sports, Wisconsin men's basketball riding high heading into conference play where they landed in this week's AP poll. Next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hurry into Shopko Optical before your vision benefits expire. Our professional team will walk you through your options, and together, we will maximize your benefits on exams, frames, contact lenses, and more. Your personalized eye care awaits. Visit Shopko Optical today.
Hello, Wisconsin insurance brokers. Are you seeking outstanding dental coverage options? Momentum Insurance is your answer. A locally owned Madison company, we specialize in meeting Wisconsin residents' dental insurance needs. Our comprehensive coverages, competitive commissions, bonus programs, and online portals are what set us apart. Partner with us to elevate your group dental offerings. For details, visit our website at MomentumPlans.com. Momentum Insurance, your partner for outstanding dental coverage.
This is you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care. Because the way you, and you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went a different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy, I feel confident.
It feels good to feel good and look good. The mommy belly is gone.
Schedule your free, no obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-557-5298 or go to sonobello.com.
Your eyewear should be as individual as you. With Shopko Optical's extensive selection of frames and lenses, our optometrists will learn about you and help you customize the right choice for your lifestyle. Visit Shopko Optical and find your new signature style today.
It is a short week for the Packers and a big one, too. Green Bay goes to Detroit on Thursday night for a primetime showdown that will have major playoff seeding implications. The good news for Green Bay is that December, well, it may as well be Matt LaFleur's middle name. LaFleur is 19-2 in the 12th month of his year during his time as the Packers head coach. But when asked if he's happy that the calendar flipped to December,
I didn't even know it was December, to be honest with you. I don't care. I know we play the Detroit Lions on Thursday. Today is a Thursday schedule for us. That's where our focus lies. So it really doesn't matter to me.
Well, if you missed it last night, former Badger Isaac Guerrero, he found the end zone through the Buffalo snow. It's Guerendo's second touchdown of his rookie campaign, and you can expect a lot more where that came from. San Francisco placed their top 2 running backs on the injured reserve today, leaving all eyes on Isaac. Wisconsin women's hockey brought their brooms to Maine this weekend. They swept the Black Bears and remain the country's top-ranked team. Caroline Harvey had a sensational 7-point weekend, earning her 5th WCHA Defender of the Week honors this year. Meanwhile, Kirsten Sims was named the WCHA Forward of the Week. She scored 2 goals in each game in Maine. The non-conference slate for Wisconsin men's basketball has come and gone, and they still haven't lost a game. The Badgers are 8-0 heading into Big Ten play, which begins tomorrow night against Michigan. All of that success is starting to raise some heads across the country, too. The Badger men moved up 4 spots in the latest AP Top 25, landing at 11. And the football season is over, which means for the Wisconsin Huddle, we're turning all of our attention to the basketball court. Carter Gilmore will be our Huddle guest this week. And sticking with hoops, after an awful 2-8 start to the season, Giannis has corrected course for the Bucks. Milwaukee has won 8 of their last 9 games, moving over 500 for the first time this season. The Greek Freak leads the NBA in scoring at 33 points per game.
All right, Andrew, thank you. Let's go to Alex. One quick final check.
Yep, roller coaster temperature forecast. Look at our temperatures. 29 Tuesday, 36 Wednesday, 22 Thursday. Not a lot of precipitation in this forecast, just ups and downs in the temperatures.
All right, Alex, thanks. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great evening, everybody. Hope to see you back here tonight at 10.